Holiday lights bring strange sights that color wash our dreams. Rusted bells and burning trees decorate our screams. Choking words and strangled brains hang on garlands of poison holly. Sometimes down the chimney comes things that are not so jolly. Arthur went to a secret Santa party on Christmas Eve. Maybe it was a white elephant, or something else altogether. There was no hidden St. Nicholas, no alabaster pachyderms. It was snowing outside. He wore swimming flippers for snowshoes and walked in the slush. Arthur was the first to arrive at the party. You get the best gifts this way.
"Who are you?"
the hostess said.
"And where is your gift?"
Arthur grabbed a handful of tinsel from a box by the front door and held up the shimmering strands. "Recognize me now?" The hostess laughed.
"Nice to see you, Mr. Bass."
"That's not my name, and I don't have a gift," said Arthur. The hostess handed him a Pyrex bowl.
"Come in and have some eggnog."
Arthur went in. Christmas music played on an 8-track loop. Wham! Bing Crosby, Mariah Carey. A Hallmark Christmas movie projected on a camel skin bedsheet that was nailed to the wall with stale candy canes. In the middle of the room, a blue Christmas tree bounced in the air, suspended by bungee cords. Servers roamed the house with silver trays, pushing appetizers like carnival barkers. More people arrived. They placed their gifts under the bouncing blue tree. There were hundreds of boxes wrapped in holiday paper. Arthur was growing anxious. Crowds and bacon-wrapped scallops made him nervous. He snatched a gift from beneath the tree and ran out the door. Nobody called after him. Arthur walked home through the drifts, turning the gift over in his hands. Holly and silver bell wrapping paper, standard holiday casing. He arrived back at the door of his house and took off his flippers and threw them into the street. Grist for the plows, and nightmares for their red-eyed road blade drivers. Arthur lit a fire, sat in his chair, and tore open the gift. He tossed the wrapping paper into the hearth. The fire flared blue and gold. Inside a plain brown box, there was a wine bottle filled with green liquid. He pulled the cork. The stuff inside smelled like licorice and sloshed thick, like slow-motion syrup in search of a pancake to smother. There was a label attached to the bottle with barbed wire. "Drink 1 spoonful." Arthur didn't like labels or directions. He put the bottle to his lips and drank the whole thing in one long swallow. The green licorice liquid bubbled in Arthur's stomach and crawled up his throat into his mouth. His ears burned, his nose dripped. In the corner, his artificial Christmas tree breathed, its coniferous lungs heaving, the ornaments jangling and jingling. Arthur wasn't good at keeping time. He once had a pocket watch, but it broke from its chain and ran away. He closed his eyes and fell asleep. Arthur woke up to the sound of laughing. His eyelids slowly lifted, like bruised stage curtains. Green light bathed the room, artificial and bright, like plastic egg slime from a 10-cent vending machine. Dozens of stop-motion creatures whizzed around the room, chasing tornadoes of green light that smelled like pine needles, and whipping each other with strings of multicolored lights. A blonde-haired elf and a reindeer with red glowing horns walked up to Arthur. They looked familiar, like radio stars.
My name is Paul,
the elf said.
I've always wanted to be a mortician's assistant. Look.
He pulled out a scalpel and sliced open the reindeer's neck. The reindeer coughed as peppermint hot chocolate and marshmallows sprayed out of its gaping throat.
He doesn't mind at all,
said the elf.
He likes it.
The reindeer nodded, its head flopping on its cut neck. Arthur tried to get up out of his chair, but couldn't. His feet were gone, replaced by pickaxes stuck into the carpet. More voices and stop-motion faces surrounded him.
Let me see him,
said a snowman wearing an executioner's hood. A baby with a thick red beard crawled into Arthur's lap.
What will we do with him?
He'll make a good present,
said a warlock, wearing a name tag that said Summer. I don't want to be a present, Arthur said. I want to leave. The warlock laughed.
Not until he comes.
Who? Said Arthur. Who is coming? The green light of the room deepened. The stop-motion creatures stopped. The warlock and the rest of the creatures sang.
Silver and gold, misfits and mold. He's going to cook you and eat you tonight. Silver and gold, misfits and mold. The deader you are, the greener the light. Silver and gold, misfits and mold. He's going to cook you and eat you tonight.
Arthur cried. He stared at the fireplace as the creatures sang. Debris fell into the fire from above. Something was coming down the chimney. It was making a wet, sucking sound. The light got greener. Arthur didn't want to see anymore. He closed his eyes and waited for Christmas. Holiday lights bring strange sights that color wash our dreams. Rusted bells and burning trees decorate our screams. Choking words and strangled brains hang on garlands of poison holly. Sometimes down the chimney comes things that are not so jolly.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho!